but we're gonna go with it. So, can I even share this? All right, looks like we're live, but I can't really tell. We've got 25 minutes. We're gonna let the room. We're gonna see if anybody even shows up to this thing. I'm not sure exactly what is going on, to be honest with you. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the last video that I did. If you're here, there's Debbie first. There you are, Debbie. Man, I really need to get this thing adjusted better. Well, you don't see all that mess up there. It's messy. There's Rose. Good morning. Hey, Catitude. Good to see you guys. I've got 25 minutes. I've got a little bit of coffee. I've got my notes for the replay crew. This is going to go pretty quickly, actually, so you won't have to fuddle through a lot of things. Linda, good to see you. All right. Let's see. I guess we'll give it another minute for other people to check in. It says there's 7 people here, but only 4 people have checked in. Please do so, guys. Pamlico Prepper, good to see you. Do me a favor, guys. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, go ahead and do it now. It does help. It drives the algorithm. And so I was basically inspired. Somebody had put a post in the Discord about food shortages. And I have been noticing it over the past, say, 2 weeks, going into the old Wally world, and like there's no milk, and there's like the eggs are like you know, the eggs are almost like that thing we can't talk about, that time period that we can't talk about. Good morning, Ian, good to see you. The eggs are kind of like that, but like all of the meats, all of like the pre-packaged meats, bacon, sausage, the lunch meats, it's like empty shelves. And I was like, well, maybe it's just the morning time. Maybe that's just what's happening. I'm going again here in probably about half an hour to the old Wally world and picking up some supplies and doing a little bit of freaking area reconnaissance, little grocery reconnaissance. TM. Good morning. Yes, I made it out without a grocery store. It's good to hear. Good to hear. Not all of us can be that lucky. But you know, it made me start to think about, like, where's all the food going to come from if things go bad? And you know, instead of just saying when things go bad, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the prepper sphere, but there is a lot of talk, and some of it coming, I hate to say sources, but a lot of it is coming from some very reputable people, not in the industry, outside of the industry, that have connections to people. Come and find them to tell them things. Good morning, Cool Coat. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. And he's yellow. He's yellow. I wonder why Cool Coat's square is yellow. Everybody is so interested in that stuff, which is cool. But anyway, so a lot of people, there are sources, quote fingers, coming to some very influential and reputable people. Light Raider, good to see you. Bob Peta, good to see you, bro. That are talking about something going down. These are their words, not something's going to happen. And they were talking about J6, J19, and J20, and how Captain Red Tie is he's affected. They believe they're going to try and kill him again. Because I was first. Yeah, that's it. But Cool Cold technically was first. He's been around for quite a while. But anyway, so this has repercussions. These are what they call third order effects that will affect our food system and have been affecting our food system. I mean, you have to understand, you have to know that there's something's weird, something's off. You know, we're not, there's no, you know, I think I just need to get into it because now I'm kind of speculating and now I'm kind of like going down a rabbit hole and I don't like. So I'm on my phone, so I'm not doing a poll question. So I just wanted to ask you guys in the chat. So the question was, which off-grid food system would you prioritize for survival? Now I'm going to come up with 5, and one of them you won't even like, but it's a real thing. Good morning, Cindy. So which off-grid food system would you prioritize for survival? Number 1, and put it in the chat if this reflects you. There's 4 that I'm talking about. Gardening with fresh produce, that's a number 1. If you're gonna, wait a minute, just wait a minute. If you pick number 2, it's hydroponics with compact growing. Number 3 is rearing animals for protein. And number 4 is aquaponics for fish and veggies. You can only pick one. You can only pick one. So which of the food systems would you prioritize for survival? Put it in the chat. 1, gardening. 2, hydroponics. 3, animals for protein. And 4, aquaponics for fish with veggies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is gardening. 2 is hydroponics. 3 is rearing animals. 4 is aquaponics. Put those in the chat, and we'll get that knocked out right here and now. And we'll probably come back to this question later to see if anything has changed. Now, as you can tell, I'm on the road. You guys know I'm on the road. I only have a certain period of time to do certain things. Oh, we got a 3 in there. Rearing animals for protein. I love it. Someone's the hunter. Someone's the hunter. I like meat. Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. Okay, so getting to the notes, guys. 5 effective off-grid systems for survival, off-grid food systems for survival. Self-sustainable food. Self-sustainable food systems are essential for long-term survival in off-grid or shtf situations. A diverse approach combining multiple methods increases resilience and ensures both adequate nutrition. Below are 5 practical food systems, their advantages, and expanded recommendations for effective implementation. Now, with that said, Cindy says, I already have 3 with 3 with trade from produce. I want aquaponics, not there yet. Gotcha. Atlantic Homesteading Canning Prepper. That's quite the name. I'm just going to call you Atlantic. Because 1, I apologize. I don't recognize you. 2, welcome to the stream, even if you're just a lurker. And 3, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. 1 and 3, my husband. Gotcha. All right, so number one, and these are in no particular order, guys. Number 1 is gardening. Gardening is a cornerstone of self-sustainability and should be prioritized for producing fresh, nutrient-rich food. However, it requires skill, time, and favorable environment conditions. Now, the challenges to this are pest infestations, unpredictable weather, and soil health that can jeopardize harvests. Space and time constraints also are a limit production. And some of the recommendations are to start with a small garden. If you don't have a garden right now, start with a small garden, guys. Just get it. I know it's wintertime. You can grow stuff inside. You can put 2 pots next to each other and grow some stuff, and it's called a garden. All right, but focus on high-yield crops like tomatoes, beans, and leafy greens. Also, use permaculture techniques such as companion planting, mulching, and rainwater harvesting to optimize resources. Invest in a greenhouse for year-round production and protect against weather extremes. Hint, those little plastic stand greenhouses, they're about as tall as a human being. They're about 3 people wide, and they're covered with the same type of clear plastic that you would put your suit in. Those are okay, but they don't do too well in the cold weather. Just by the way, just letting you know, they don't do too well. Also, the wind doesn't like them either. They have a tendency to go flying everywhere. Now, you should also preserve surplus produce with methods like dehydration, fermenting, and pressure canning to ensure food availability during non-growing season. Let's see here. I like to keep an eye on what's going on around me. Let's see here. Let's see. Mini indoor greenhouse, very affordable. Yes, they're not expensive at all. All right, so number 2 is hydroponics. Hydroponics allows food cultivation without soil, making it ideal for urban areas or regions with poor soil quality. Now, the benefits is that it's compact, efficient, and controllable. Crops like lettuce, herbs, and strawberries thrive in a hydroponic setup. The challenges to this is that it requires electricity for pumps and lighting, which can be mitigated with solar power or hand-operated alternatives. Now, some recommendations for hydroponics are to build a small, low-cost hydroponic system to grow fast maturing crops. I think it's Bradley, which I haven't seen in the chat yet this morning. Bradley is the hydroponics guy that's I guess in the group, for lack of better words. I'm sure other people have done it, but I've actually seen his as he grew those tomatoes, the tomatolas. Somebody put that in chat. What am I saying? These little tiny tomatoes. They're like tomato peppers. Tomatolas or totatimos or something like that. Let's see here. Use backup power solutions such as solar panels or wind turbines to maintain the system off-grid. Incorporate vertical farming to maximize limited space. I love tomatilla. Thank you, Cindy. Incorporate vertical farming to maximize limited space. I love the idea of vertical farming. But you basically need a window on one side and then like the other side of the room where the sun is coming through, then up, but you can also do that outside too. I've seen a lot of people do vertical gardening with PVC pipe screwed to a frickin' you got to make a stand. You got to make it's not a stand, but basically they put PVC pipe, they attach PVC pipe to their fence, and then they do vertical gardening on their fence itself. So, Seven, I'm not sure why you retracted your message, but I don't recognize you, and welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Good morning, Andy. Good to see you. Let's see. Hydroponics complements hydroponics complements other systems by ensuring fresh produce even in space constrained environments. Actually, tomatillo, double L is the Y sound. I got you. Well, I don't speak Spanglish. Cindy. America. That's not cracker enough for you. I don't know what is. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on my surroundings. Seven had the O at the end correct. Yeah, no worries. I'm just glad to see Seven post. I didn't recognize him. Lurkers are cool, but I love when people post stuff, man. You got to keep that chat rolling. You got to put out. You got to do your end of the work, man. Let's see here. Ooh. I wonder if this lady needs my help. Wonder where she's going. She seems to have it. I may get out and help this lady. She's lifting something. I don't know where she's. Hi. I feel it's like that moment where you feel like you should have got out and helped. You know what? Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I thought, where'd you go? I thought there was a, this woman, she's walking from one parking lot into this other parking lot where I'm sitting, and she's carrying this like giant bag, kind of like the stuff, like a bag if you bought a big old quilt in, one of those big square ones with a handle on top of it. And she's like walking, and then she stops. And she's like, And then she, before I can do anything, she gets up, she picks it up again and starts walking more. And then she only walked like 20 feet. And then she like, well, I'm looking right at her and she's looking right at me. And I'm like, and then she stops right behind the vehicle. I was like, no, I don't know where she's going. I thought maybe she was going to her car, like I'm parked right next to it, you know. Yeah, it follows the rule. Don't be a dick. What do we got here? Okay, but yeah, so I just had to carry your stuff inside the building that's behind me, and make sure that it got into the right spot so she wouldn't have to tote it even inch. So anyway, all right, let's go. Where are we at? What's this? This is Hydroponics. All right, gonna sip a little coffee. We've only got about 10 minutes. So do me a favor, guys. Let's go ahead and call this the middle. And if you love your country, not your government, but if you love your country, put a 1 in the chat. America. No, I didn't do that right. America. And whenever I do that, I feel like one of those wrestlers from the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat for me and wake up that algorithm. I shall drink some more coffee. I shall read some more things. I shall talk some more smack. And we've got 9 minutes and 31 seconds to accomplish that. All right, so the next one is rearing animals. So small livestock provides reliable protein and can enhance a garden's productivity through composting animal waste. They're good for each other. The best choices are chickens and rabbits. They're optimal for survival scenarios due to their size, manageability, and rapid reproduction. Chickens provide eggs, while rabbits breed quickly and yield lean meat. Now, the challenges of rearing animals are protecting animals from predators, diseases, and theft is essential, especially during crisis. A lot of people don't think about that. Theft, like, oh, what do I need to do for this animal? Protect it from theft. So some of the recommendations are to establish secure enclosures and rotate pastures to prevent overgrazing. You can accomplish that with one of those portable chicken pens. I can't remember. Somebody put in the chat the name of that. They basically, they're chicken wagons, and you can just like pick them up and like push them, 30 feet that way so that they have fresh ground to poke around in. Let's see. Establish secure enclosures and rotate pastures. Incorporate foraging to reduce feed dependency. Chickens can consume kitchen scraps and garden pests. Very true. Learn basic veterinary care to maintain livestock health. Yeah, small animals are portable, allowing relocation during emergencies, and offer renewable food sources. Chicken tractor, there you go. Thank you, Pamlico. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see here. What do we got? You guys put something, chicken tractor. I don't know the way they call it a tractor. I mean, it's more like a chicken wheelbarrow. Superb. It is a brand name. Got you. You guys are talking. You guys are having a conversation. Rabbits. It's cold and can be used straight from the source, Andy. I have always loved the idea of growing, or not growing, but rearing, animal husbandry-ing rabbits. I've always really liked that idea because they don't really care how cold it is outside, and as long as you can keep them dry and fed, they're normally really, really happy, just banging out babies like it's cool. There's a mechanical process or a systematic process for breeding them. It's they're not pets, they're food. You know what I'm saying? Oops says chicken. Laszlo, good morning. They initially start with lid and rings because how the old lids would not always hold. I guess you guys are talking about Canon. I got you. All right, so aquaponics. Aquaponics integrate hydroponics with fish farming, creating a mutually beneficial system where fish waste fertilizes plants and plants filter the water. Benefits. This closed loop system is sustainable and provides both protein and vegetables. It is suitable for indoor or outdoor setups. Challenges: maintaining water quality and system balance requires ongoing attention. Power is needed for pumps, which can fail without backups. Also, where are we at here? Recommendations. Begin with a simple small-scale system using tilapia or catfish, as they are hardy and fast-growing. Use gravity-fed water systems to minimize water reliance. Incorporate a mix of vegetables such as lettuce, kale, and herbs that thrive in nutrient-rich water. I really love the idea behind this system. And let's finish this. Aquaponics provides a diversified food system with minimal resources, with minimum resource input once established. I really like this idea because, and I'm not really a fish eater. It's not my favorite. To me, fish is survival food. But you know, the idea that you could be like growing these fish, you know, you're basically feeding the fish. I guess it comes down to like, what do you feed the fish now? Because you feed the fish, and then the fish poop, and then the fish are feeding the plants, and then you eat the plants. What do you feed the fish? Can I feed the fish plants? I mean, I've seen where you can feed fish like peas. So do we grow peas, and this just perpetuates itself? I'm not sure. Let's see here. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go to the chat here real quick. I got 4 minutes and 23 seconds. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I'm gonna go to the chat. All right. So the last one, you guys aren't gonna like this. You are not gonna like this one little bit. But I feel like if I don't talk about it, it's one piece of food preparedness that is never talked about, and it actually shunned more than anything else. So I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee before I get into this, because you guys are not gonna like this. All right, so now that I have your complete attention, I want to talk about insect farming. This is viable, guys. This is actually viable. So insects are, we can feed the fish insects. We just created the triad, guys. We just created the triangle of foodness. You grow the insects to feed the fish feed the plants plants feed the insects. That's interesting. So, insect farming. Insects are a sustainable protein source requiring minimal space, water, and feed compared to traditional livestock. Popular options are crickets, mealworms, and black soldier flies. They're nutrient dense and easy to raise. Challenges: cultural aversion to eating insects may hinder adoption, but education can help overcome this. Recommendations: start with crickets or mealworms, which are easy to farm indoors and convert into versatile protein powders or snacks. Yummy, yummy. Incorporate insects into composting systems such as black soldier fly larvae to reduce food waste into animal feed or fertilizer. Explore edible uses such as cricket flour for baking or roasting insects as a snack. Isn't that delicious? Locusts and wild honey. There you go. Remnant Truth. I do not recognize you. Hit the subscribe button. Love you, man. Let's see here. Insects are an excellent addition to food systems, providing protein without significant environmental impacts. Now, here's the takeaways. No single food system is sufficient for survival in all scenarios. Combining methods such as gardening, animal rearing, and aquaponics ensures greater resilience against failure. Preppers should begin experiencing and practicing these systems immediately. Excuse me. To overcome learning curves and refine techniques. Prioritize systems that align with your climate, resources, and space to build a robust off-grid food strategy. So, yum, yum, yum. Has anybody here, hey, listen, if you've ever thought about bugs, the use of bugs in your preparedness journey, put a 1 in the chat. I'm kind of curious. Hey, Cuck showed up. What's up? What's up, man? Snowy People's Republic Commission. My windshield is covered with snow. You know what? Hold on. I don't know if I can do this. Hold on. Let's see if I can. I'm going to push a button. Let's see what happens. Nope, that's not it. There we go. So yeah, we've got some snow. It's definitely not, oh my God, we're gonna die. But the snow is still on the ground and sticking, and so yeah, there's snow. All right, so let's see here. Oh, there we go. Fish bait. Okay. Yeah, I think I threw everybody off with the whole bug thing. And, you know, the truth is that I have never really thought about it until just now. I had like this little epiphany, like you could create this whole food triangle, but it's like, what's the squeeze on that one? You know, it's like, and then nobody ever talks about with the, not the hydroponic, not the, God dang it, which one is it? Where we at? Insect farming. With the, I want to say it right. Let's go ahead and dismiss that. With the aquaponics, nobody ever thinks about the fact that you can grow the fish to be large and then eat the fish. They just think feed the fish make poop, and make things grow. They don't think eat the fish. You know. For my chickens and bait, yeah, you could feed your chickens with it. You could literally just go out there and like, after you moved your chicken tractor for the day, you could literally just go out there and like just sprinkle these dried, crumbled pieces of bugs. And yeah, you know, nobody ever thinks about that. Let's see here. For my chickens and bait, no exceptions for the worm to garden or red for fishing. Fish bait. All right, waiting for a snowy people's. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I'm out of time, but before we go, we're going to do it one more time, guys. So the poll question when we started this was, which off-grid food system would you prioritize for survival? Now, based on what we just went over the past half an hour, the question is, which off-grid food system would you prioritize for survival? Number 1 is gardening with fresh produce. Number 2 is hydroponics. Number 3 is rearing animals. Number 4 is aquaponics. Put that in the chat right now. Number 1 is gardening. Number 2 is hydroponics. Number 3 is rearing animals. And number 4 is aquaponics. Go ahead and put your vote in the chat right now. I'm going to sip a little coffee, and then we'll close this out. Oh, I should have taken my allergy pill. I did not. Looks like everybody loves the gardening. Number 3, we got number 3, rearing animals. There's our protein eaters. Ian's like meat. Let's see. Maria, I can't keep up anyway running. We got some meat. Bob is meat. Light Raider is meat. Yeah, I mean, we need our protein. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And no problem, Ian. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. That's why you give me money every month just to talk to you. John Johnson, 1 and 3. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. It's a shame you were here at the end. Hopefully you've been lurking. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. As usual, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button on the way out the door. And if you are new to the stream, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Everybody check your bells. YouTube turned off 3 people that I know of yesterday, and that's 3. See, I can only do 3 like this. I can't do 3 like that. Like that. This is actually the European way, by the way. And that's going to be about it. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye, guys.